The great solar imprint of 2024 comes to a fullness of time within its totality of self. Last year on April 8th, 2024, Earth went through an unprecedented event of ecliptic proportion. We as a planet were ushered into a doorway of metamorphosis laced with pathways to many places of divergences within self, thought, and upcoming personal and planetary choices. That initiatory eclipse doorway escorted us into the fork in the cosmic road, a place of choice within and without circumstance. As we come forth into a placement of completion and totality in April 2025, we enter through a pair of mirror eclipses. We all know we are coming to a juncture of self, and in that placement there is hesitation. Change calls to us from the Siren's Rock. We do not understand, nor remember ever standing in this dimensional doorway of choice and assignation of enlightenment that does not lie to the inner witness or inner self, is birthed, creating a place of deed in thought, ideal, and future. We are coming full circle into the eclipse within the eclipses. Eclipses are all about hidden aspects of the world, of self, of secrets beyond knowing. Eclipses ask us to walk into a space of shadow, a place of deciding who and what we are and who and what we are not, a place of inner seeing and inner freedom. We all yearn for what will put spring in our step and our hearts. We hope to finally bloom towards our inner dreams that still seek to be realized. Within us we hold a yellow seed of hope, like the sacred kernel of corn itself. We are all singular of unit, even though we are cosmic of connection. We are literally quantum entanglement times a million, because that's how many thoughts we have a day, staying at this time threshold, between here and there, between the future and the past, flirting with the now. This spring solstice, may each one of your hearts be filled with a basket full of living hope that goes beyond any seasonal celebration. We are all beautiful flowers that live within the beautiful Hawaiian word, mahalo. We live within the lei of the land, the lei of life, and the lei of life, and the lei. Can we trust what we hear with our ears? Can we trust what we see with our eyes? Do we even trust what we feel with our very human hearts? Are these limitations in thought self-induced limitations? Or are we allowing the very fabric of what we perceive to be true to tangle us up like an old clothesline in the gusty winds of change? 2025 will redefine who we think we are, and who we are, we will question the constant repeat patterns of limitation that play out in our lives, no matter how many Hail Marys or prayers we do to release and remove what keeps us less than, what always stops us from moving forward past a bad habit or a bad choice. It's almost like as soon as you are ready to break that bad habit / relationship / job, etc., a text goes out saying, "Hey universe, this person is trying hard to release old limiting programs." Instantly, a quantum zoo of outcomes is set free. Instead of a trickle of trouble, it becomes a reckoned roadblock to keep you feeling like a failure. This is a breakthrough time, the grandmothers announced. Change will speed up even more now, and we are telling you this, they said, so you won't panic when you experience it. Expect it. Change is here, the big change, and what you will notice first is an acceleration. The old is beginning to fall away even faster now. Old ideas, ways of living, attitudes, belief sets, and institutions will crumble. They will peel off so quickly that it will feel shocking to you. But let it all go, they cried. Let it go. It must go so that Earth and all life on her can live. Nothing of value will go, they assured me. The good will only morph into something that will lead to more life, to a better life. It may not look like that now, But we do not lie, they said, and we tell you that this peeling off must take place. Let it peel, let it fall to the ground, and then let it go. Old energy is seeking to have its way during this time of upheaval, and you will see some who are trying to control the winds of change. They're attempting to drag life back to the old patriarchal systems. They want to hang on to power, to control Earth and all life on her, so they're choosing to battle with change. But we repeat, the grandmother said, the winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to the old ways now. The winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to the old ways now. The winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to the old ways now. The winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to the old ways now. The winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to the old ways now. The winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to. We urge you to stay out of the storms that are raging. To keep it simple, they said. Do the things that feel good to you. Speak the truth and help take care of one another. Live our message and love no matter what. Don't get caught in the roiling and raging of the storms, but do whatever good you can and keep your focus on the net of light. You have a part to play at this time of upheaval, and your part is to hold light steady. Love all and serve all. Be the lighthouse that you are and do what a lighthouse does. Shine amidst the storm, share your light and smile, sing, love, and let the world see you. For when you do this, you accomplish great good. You were born for this dark and stormy time. What is happening now is no accident. We are with you. We are holding you steady, holding light stead. The heart is a muscle that beats for the lifetime of the living being it lies within, whether it be human or animal. It is the epitome of endurance and resilience, for there are many potential hazards to its health and well-being. Not only must it beat strongly and regularly without ever missing a beat, it must also weather the storm of emotions that it is subjected to. Particularly from the human being, it must also cope with the barrage of poor food choices that some humans make that results in the clogging of the body's arteries, making the work of the heart much more difficult. The heart is a muscle, yes, made of physical tissue, but it is also a symbol of love and the organ that is associated with all affairs to do with that emotion. So, when people talk about one having a broken heart, is it possible or is it just a figure of speech? Can the heart muscle actually be affected so badly by loss and grief that it can be described as broken? Yes, it can. And there have been many cases where the organ has actually stopped because it cannot keep beating in the face of such deep emotional loss. Heartbreak is a deep emotional wound that can take years off a person's life if they allow it to stay within their psyche. Although the term heartbreak speaks more of emotional pain, any trauma or deep emotion will have a direct or sometimes insidious effect on the physical body. If the trauma and emotions are not faced or dealt with, the physical body will begin to speak out through pain and illness. So, deep emotional trauma, such as heartbreak, will manifest itself as pain, sickness, and injury that, when investigated, will have no apparent cause. It may or may not affect the heart muscle directly, but if left untreated, the symptoms of heartbreak and any other deep emotional trauma will take their toll on a human's physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It could, in fact, crush them and break their spiritual body. If that occurs, the will to live will be gone, and the heart will stop beating. The person will literally have died of a broken heart. Do not underestimate the power and impact deep emotional trauma can have on the health and well-being of humans and animals. Wounding at the soul level will make recovery especially difficult unless compassion, understanding, and assistance is given to the person. You will know when that is, because you will suddenly feel drawn to seek counseling. We are the Cosmic Council,